And now for this week's Life Ninja lesson. Lesson number 8. Becoming a balance spring. In life, our value is determined not by what we do, but by who we become, what we make out of ourselves. The more we develop our character and our abilities, the greater our value to the world, which in turn returns a greater value back to us. A perfect example of this law in action can be seen as we observe a bar of iron being transformed from one thing into another. As a raw bar of iron in its most elemental form, the material only costs about $5. In this form, the iron is a huge block that must be melted down or heated up and formed into something else. As a raw material, its value in an unrefined state isn't worth much. Elevating our example, let's take the $5 bar of iron and use it to make horseshoes. In the form of horseshoes, the same block of material is now worth $12. So simply by creating something useful out of the raw material, the value of the material goes up. Let's take the same bar of iron and this time use it to create sewing needles. In the form of sewing needles, the same material that was worth $12 as horseshoes and $5 as a raw material is now worth $3,500. Proving again that by further refining the raw material and creating something useful, the value goes up. So how far up can we go? This time, we'll start with the same block of iron, but instead of making horseshoes or needles, we'll use it to create balance springs for watches. As delicate and dainty balance springs, the same $5 block of iron is now worth $300,000. The block of iron, as you might have guessed, represents our talents, our abilities, and our potential. And as we work to create more and more refined versions of ourselves, of the raw material that is our talent, ability, and potential, our value continues to grow. To this process, there is no end. Remember, friends, no one can determine our worth for us. Our value, whether we're a block of iron or a balance spring, is always in our hands. The real question is, what will you make out of your block of iron? Brought to you by thelifeninja.com.